Hi, I'm Allie, and I'm living chronic faith. Thanks for stopping by. Now, by now, you've probably heard all about the drama at the awards show, and ordinarily on this channel, we don't get into that kind of thing. And today, I'm not going to take sides for or against, but there is a perspective that I feel deserves a little more attention, and I would be remiss if I did not contribute to the conversation that is going to lead to this having at least a positive outcome. And so I want to talk about the fact that so many people who you would never know are living with medical conditions that you can't see. We call those invisible, right? Because it's not something that is apparent to the naked eye. And I feel like too often we feel entitled as human beings to pass judgment on someone based on their looks. Now, we've all heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. But if we're honest, we all do that in some way. And I think that what happened at the awards show should serve as a wake-up call to everyone to stop passing judgment. If you're living with a chronic condition, then you've probably had it happen to you at some point. Someone wondering why you're sitting while everyone else is standing, or someone wondering why you're dressed the way you are in the season that it is, or someone who just doesn't understand why you're not eating certain things. And people misinterpret that all the time, right? They get offended because they think you don't want to eat their cooking when really you're dealing with a GI issue. People might wonder why you're not attending their special event when the reality is you have so much going on physically that you just can't. We've got to be a little bit more sensitive, a little more considerate. And I know that in 2022, people want to be able to have freedom of speech and say whatever they think. But do we really need to be doing that at the expense of another human being's emotions, at the expense of another human being's well-being? We have all these anti-bullying campaigns. But what is bullying really? It's saying or doing things that suggest that someone is lesser. And the reality is, it's not okay in any setting. And it starts with individuals making the decision that I am not going to pass judgment on anyone. I am not going to decide that someone should or should not do or look the way that they do. We have to be a little more sensitive. We have to do a better job taking care of each other. And that means emotionally as well. A joke is a joke when it's funny to everyone. But if what makes you laugh makes someone else cry, then it might be a good idea to reconsider it. So I pray that we will all not only do our part to make sure that we're taking care of each other, but that we take the opportunity to educate where we can, to raise awareness where we can, so that others are more informed about what's going on. But what if we just revert to the old phrase that we were taught when we were kids? If you don't have anything nice to say, how about we just don't say anything at all? It's a great childhood lesson. But as we mature, hopefully we will all begin to learn that finding something nice to say doesn't cost you a thing, and it can make all the difference in the world. So let's take the opportunity to build each other up and encourage each other instead of tearing each other down and making others feel bad. And if we do it, if we take the initiative, then perhaps it will become a trend and kindness will begin to spread like wildfire and make all the difference in the world. Let's do that. Let's love each other and let's treat each other as we want to be treated. I love you. I'm praying for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.